A warm good morning to everyone. Welcome to Geography period, dear students. As we are discussing our chapter 2, Physical Features of India, where we discussed in our last period about the first important physiographic division of India, that is Himalayan mountain, which lies in the northernmost part of the country, and it has its divisions based on one is latitudinal division, another one is longitudinal division. So the longitudinal division are also considered as the parallel divisions or parallel ranges of Himalayas, which includes Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. Himadri is the topmost one, which include the highest peaks of the world as well, and it is snow covered throughout the year. And the middle one is Himachal, which lies between the Shivalik and Himadri. And here we have some of the important hill stations like Mussoorie. Okay, then there are some other hill stations found in this particular area. Then another one, Raniganj also. Then we have the last one, outermost part is the Shivalik. Okay, now after that, another division of Himalaya was based on river valley demarcation, or which is also considered as the latitudinal divisions of Himalaya, which include the Punjab Himalaya, then Kumaon Himalaya, Nepal Himalaya, and the last one is the Assam Himalaya. Okay, so these are the latitudinal or river valley demarcated divisions of Himalayas. And after that, today we are going to start the next important physical feature of India, that is northern plains. Okay, so northern plains are formed by interplay, or it is formed by the three main river systems along with its tributaries. Now what is a tributary means? Tributaries are the small streams which joins the main river. Okay, this northern plain is formed by these three important rivers, three main rivers along with its tributaries. Now this northern plain is formed by alluvial soils which are brought by these three rivers along with its tributaries. Northern plain is spread of over an area of 7 lakh. So its area is 7 lakh square kilometer. Then it is 240 kilometer long and 240 kilometer to 320 kilometer broad. So its wideness is 340 to 320 and its length is 240 kilometer. The rivers that flow to the plains from the mountains are involved in depositional work. Basically, what happens when rivers they flow from mountainous region, they bring sediments along with it, and wherever they find low-lying areas, they deposit these sediments, and by the deposition of these sediments, the plains are formed, and even the northern plain is also formed by this particular three rivers. Okay. Then again northern plain also have some divisions. So first northern plain division is not this, yeah. So first is the broader divisions, which is named after the main rivers. So first one is Punjab plain. So Punjab plain is basically, it lies in the western part of the northern plain, and this is formed by Indus river along with its the tributaries. The main tributaries of Indus are the Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas and Satluj. So these form the Punjab plain. So Punjab plain is basically the Indus plain. Okay, it is formed by the Indus along with its tributaries. The next one is Ganga plain. Ganga plain is formed by Ganga along with its tributaries, and it is just lies the vast area of the northern plain. Majority of the part of the northern plain is covered by Ganga plain. So it extends between Ghaggar and Tista river. Okay, Ghaggar river, which is just towards the west, and Tista river, it's in the Sikkim. It flows from Sikkim through that area, and it lies between Ghaggar and Tista river, and it is spread over the states of Haryana, Delhi, UP, Bihar, partly Jharkhand and West Bengal. So Ganga plain is extending over this region. Then Brahmaputra plain. Brahmaputra plain is formed by Brahmaputra along with its tributaries, and it is mainly found in the Assam. So it is also considered as Assam plain, and Brahmaputra plain is in the towards the eastern part. So towards the west we have the Punjab plain, towards the central we have the Ganga plain, and towards the east we have the Brahmaputra plain. So these are the broader divisions of northern plain, or we can say it is named after the main river systems. Okay. Next one is divisions of northern plain based on the difference in or variation in relief. Now variation in relief means the northern plain, though it is a plain, but it's not a flat land. There is variation in the relief, in its landform. Relief means landform. So due to its variation in landform or relief or its topography, the northern plain can be divided into 4 divisions: Bhabar, Terai, Bhangar and Khadar. Okay. Now Bhabar, it lies in the foothills of or foot of the Shivalik. It's a narrow belt, 8 to 16 kilometer wide belt of pebbles. So this particular plain is formed by pebbles, gravels, stones, because when a river, it flows down from a particular hilly area to at the break of the slope, the coarser materials, the heavy materials get deposited immediately, and that deposition of the coarser materials, which include pebbles, gravels, stones, are known as Bhabar. Okay, so in Bhabar what happened, the rivers it get disappear, the river, the streams, they get disappear because it's formed of coarser materials. Disappear in the sense it flows down of the coarser materials. Coarse materials means heavy materials. All right. Then next to Bhabar, south of Bhabar lies the Terai, and Terai is where the rivers re-emerge, and it is fine material deposition, and that's why due to re-emerging of the rivers, it creates a marshy land which is good for or luxuriant help for the luxuriant growth of forest. Then lies the south of the Terai is Bhangar. Bhangar means the older alluvium. So it lies above the level of the floodplain. Actually, it is actually the alluvial plain only. So it is divided into two, Bhangar and Khadar. So anyway, we have got it as 4. So please consider it as 4 only. So Bhangar is the older alluvium which lies just above the level of the floodplain. Okay, it is an old alluvium and it is less fertile than Khadar. Khadar is more fertile. And then last one is Khadar, which is the younger alluvium plain and which lies very near to the river valley. Okay, and these are very fertile because they get renewed every year during the flood time. Khadar. So we got Bhabar, which is formed at the foot or at the break of the slope where the heavy materials get deposited, and it's a narrow zone of 8 to 16 kilometer, and it is formed of pebbles, gravels, the coarser materials, and then here the rivers get disappear. Then in Terai the rivers re-emerge and it is composed of or it is formed of some finer particles which create a marshy land and a kind of wetland, and which is luxuriant helps for the luxuriant growth of forest. And the next one is Bhangar, which is the older alluvium, and the last one is Khadar, which is the newer alluvium. And another divisions we got is the broader divisions based on the river names: Punjab plain towards the west, then we have Ganga plain which covers a larger area, and then the Brahmaputra plain which is the the Assam, which is covered in Assam. Okay, so these are the divisions of northern plain which is on 2 bases. One is the broader divisions based on rivers, main river systems, and another one is based on the variation in relief. Please do note down the points in your copies, and you have your exam in the I'll let you know about the date for your chapter test will be taking for chapter 1. Okay, I'll let you know through the WhatsApp group. Thank you, students.